Travel Buddy. There are different copies of this out there, but this is the original, the Travel Buddy. It's they're being bought in now by Forbies, I believe. Talk to Neil at Forbies. He's the guy that brings these in, and fabulous bit of equipment. You know, it's just a really good piece to have kicking about in the car. Now, you don't have to have them mounted in permanently. I mean, I've done mine permanent mount. It's in such, the oven itself comes with a cigarette plug type plug on the end, and it says 10 amps. To be honest with you, I have measured it a few times, and it's on, if you put that on to 200 degrees, it's drawing more like 15 amps. That's what it draws. Once it's up to temperature and just maintains it, it's not an issue. It will sit there at 8 to 10 amps, but to get it up and going, it's drawing a lot more. It's a brilliant size. They do a slightly smaller one than this, so if we have a look inside, the door is on a good latch. The door does get a bit warm, but that's the only part that does. There is enough room in there for pies, chips. You can take the shelves out and then have a full-size bigger one in there. It's just a really good piece of equipment. Now, I've had joints in there, ribs. I'll tell you what is very good for if you've got children on board. You know, like the little miniature donuts. Bung a few of those in a tin tray. Just carry some tin trays with you. Bung a few of those in some tin trays. Put them in the Travel Buddy. 10 minutes when you get into campsite, you've got, you know, like really nice warm little sugar donuts for the kids to munch on. Chips, you know, any of your pies, your pasties. It's just really, really good. You can do some nice stuff in it as well. So on the front we have our timer. So down is permanently on. That's the timer, and this is your temperature degree over here. So we got, you set your temperature at 130, put it on run, and then the little light comes on to tell you that the actual temperature's running. So if you turn your temperature off, it turns it off anyway. So you can set your temperature at whatever you want, and if you put that on to run, that will run constant in that position, or you can set your timer to run 120 minutes. So you've got 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 and 120. And then the power supply comes down through the back, and there's some plugs, what I prefer to use, and then goes down to my circuit board. But it just sits neat and tidy on top of our fridge protector. Like I said, it says 10 amps, but I think you find you're closer to to 15 than you are 10. You're certainly closer to 15 than you are 10. We build it on the back of our fridge unit, which protects the fridge, and then we put a little shelf under here, and that's where we put our little pie trays and napkins and dishcloths and stuff. They just stay out there out the way. But I have built it in such a way that when the seat is up, so we're in the car, and if you have a look here now, you can see the fridge rack complete. And we measured all this up. You know, a good friend of mine, Dave Asher, and myself, we measured this all up, so we knew it would fit in here perfect. And the bag also fits down the side of the fridge, absolutely spot on. So when our seat is in the upright position, we can still get to the travel buddy above the headrest. And that, when we're doing our trips to Norway or long haul trips, it's just a godsend. You know, you can have that on the go. Chuck some pies in there, any of those little meal dishes, shepherd's pie, fish pie dishes, cottage pies. It's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I'll get a tape measure and we'll give it a quick measure up for you. 11 inches. Eight inches. Yeah, 12 inches across roughly. So yeah, really nice piece of equipment. Worth investment, absolutely guaranteed. We'll have that as an investment. That is just a piece of comfort from home, that is.